Hello! It's time for another book. I feel like Miss Rita on Romper Room. In the 1960s, there was a children's TV show called Romper Room, and it was for preschoolers. And I can remember sitting in front of the TV with Uncle Dave and Aunt Carrie, and Miss Rita would say, "And I see you, Sadie, and I see you, Lily, and hello, Josie. How are you doing today? And Hayden, you look great. And I see Alex." And we would sit in front of the TV and we just knew she was talking to us. But you know what? I'm really talking to you. So I hope you're really having a good day. I found another book that you like that I'm going to read for you. I found No Roses for Harry. So that's going to be today's book. No Roses for Harry. This is the one where he has the sweater. I like this one. Harry was a white dog with black spots. On his birthday, he got a present from Grandma. It was a woolen sweater with roses on it. Harry didn't like it the moment he saw it. He didn't like roses. When he tried it on, it felt cozy and snug, but he still didn't like the roses. He thought it was the silliest sweater he had ever seen. Do you think it's silly? The next day, when Harry went downtown with the children, he wore his new sweater. When people saw it, they laughed. When dogs saw it, they barked. Harry made up his mind, then and there, to lose Grandma's present. Did you ever try to lose one of my presents? Oh, don't tell me. When they went to a big store to shop, the children took off the sweater and let him carry it. This was just what Harry wanted. First, he tried to lose it in the pet department. Silly Harry. But a man found it and brought it back. Wasn't that a nice man? Then he tried to lose it in the grocery department. What do you think is going to happen next? Do you think someone finds it? Oh, but a lady found it and gave it back. Then he tried to lose it in the flower department. What's going to happen next? But a little boy found it and gave it back. Such nice people finding his sweater. Poor Harry. The children didn't let Harry carry it anymore. They made him wear it. As they started home, Harry was beginning to think he would never lose it. He doesn't look happy, does he? When he got home, his friends were waiting to play with him, but Harry didn't feel like playing, so they left him alone. As he sat wondering what to do, Harry noticed a loose stitch in his sweater. He pulled at the wool. Just a little at first, and then a little more, and a little bit more. Harry didn't know it, but a bird was watching. See the little bird? What do you think the bird's going to do with that wool? In a minute, Harry had pulled out quite a long piece of the wool. The end of it lay on the grass beside him. Suddenly, the bird flew down. Quick as a flash, she took the end of the wool in her beak and flew away with it. It all happened before Harry could even blink. He looks surprised, doesn't he? The sweater began to disappear right before Harry's eyes. First one leg, and then his neck, then the other leg, then the back, and finally the whole thing was just one long piece of wool flying off into the sky. The sweater was gone. Harry could hardly believe it. He is a happy dog. He barked and jumped with joy, and then he ran out of the yard. He ran down the street barking, thank you, to the bird over and over again. The bird and the wool were just a tiny speck in the sky, but Harry kept following them. Do you see them? Right up there? He came home thirsty and tired and was having a drink in the kitchen when the children ran in. We've got a letter from Grandma, one of them said. She's coming to visit us, shouted the other. Harry thought of the sweater, and his tail drooped. Before Grandma came, the family looked everywhere for the sweater. They wanted her to see how nice Harry looked in it. Of course, they couldn't find it. Harry was the only one who knew why. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? When Grandma arrived, Harry ran to her with his leash. Then he sat up and begged. All right, Harry, said Grandma. After I've had my lunch and a nap, we'll go for a walk. That's when I like to go for a walk, too, after lunch and a nap. That afternoon, Harry and Grandma and the children started off on their walk. Harry barked happily and pulled towards the park. When they got to the park, Harry pulled harder. The children let him off his leash and he ran on ahead. He seemed to be looking for something. All at once, he stopped under a big tree. He looked up and began to bark and wag his tail. Grandma and the children came running. I'll show you both those pages together. See him barking up the tree? I don't really see anything in the tree. Maybe the next picture. They got to the tree and looked up too. Suddenly, one of the children said, I see a nest. It's made of wool, said the other. And it's the very same color as Harry's sweater. They shouted together. It is Harry's sweater, exclaimed Grandma. Just then, a bird looked out of her nest. Look, Grandma, look, shouted the children. Harry gave his sweater to a bird. Oh, I wonder how he did that, said Grandma. The bird sang, and Harry wagged his tail even harder. It does kind of make a better nest than it does a sweater, doesn't it? The bird looks very happy. I wonder how the bird knit it back into a nest. At Christmas, Harry got a present from Grandma. It was a new sweater. Harry liked this one very much. When he tried it on, he felt cozy and snug as the bird in the nest. And best of all, it was white with black spots. There you go. No roses for Harry. Just shows you got to be really careful what kind of sweaters you put on your dog. The dog is saying hello. Penny says, see you later. Goodbye, Sadie. Goodbye, Alex. Goodbye, Hayden. See you later, Josie. See you, Lily. Love you all. Bye-bye.